Meet VGo, who's a 3.5-foot tall, 30-pound robot. He and others like him can be seen roaming the halls of many schools throughout Texas. But VGo is more than just a robot. He's become the eyes, ears, and legs for many homebound students who are too sick to attend class.
VGo was developed about 8 years ago and was used primarily in healthcare. And the last 5 years, education has picked them up primarily for homebound and hospital-bound students. We also have schools that are using them for their at-risk population, DEA and ISS and AEP students. We also have some using them for pregnancy programs and for safe and secure schools.
Regina Eardley, Texas Education Manager for VGo Communications, recently made a presentation at UISD and talked about some of VGo's unique functions.
One of the things that differentiates VGo from any other telepresence device is it does give students complete independence and mobility. The student is remote, either at home, in a hospital, some other location other than the school, and they are able to log in and drive the VGo into the class, interact with their teachers, their peers, and their academics. It allows them to get the same rigorous lesson plan that the teacher has prepared for any other student. They can participate in labs, they can participate in small groups, they can keep the connection with their social group and stay connected to their campus.
VGo has allowed many sick and disabled students to continue attending school without feeling isolated.
We've had an incident where a student in the Dallas area, his parents were tragically shot, and he was also shot. He was removed from the classroom for a number of weeks. His teachers were able to get a VGo into the classroom, and he was able to continue and stay up with his academics and stay up with his peers. Probably the most miraculous thing, if you scour YouTube, you'll see some of the videos. As soon as he entered the building and started going down the hall, he had his football jersey on, and the kids just ran up and embraced him. Had another student who started, we call him the original student, 2011. Lyndon started using the VGo, and he went 9th grade through 12th grade, Knox, Texas. He was able to graduate, and now he continues to use his VGo to go to college.
And how do fellow students react to VGo?
We're in an age where kids are brought up with technology. They've never known a time without technology, so it becomes their friend. There was an incident where a class was leaving for a fire drill, and a student ran back in the class and grabbed the VGo, and she said, "What are you doing? You need to come on. We need to get out of the building and leave that equipment there." He said, "It's not equipment, it's my friend." So it truly creates a bond and a connection.
What other school districts in Texas have purchased VGos?
There's a number of schools, Sabine ISD, Northside ISD, Duncanville ISD. We've had Brenham ISD. Region 6 in Huntsville has got an entire fleet that they loan out to schools in the district. In fact, about half of the regions in Texas are starting to add them to their video technology arsenal because they see the value.
But is VGo economical?
It's very affordable and very economical. Whenever you take into consideration the student is able to be counted present for attendance, so you're able to get your ADA funding back, so you want to look at what your rate is. Most schools have told me, depending on the number of students they have using them, they are able to do their ROI, and they can get their investment back in anywhere from 13 to 15 months. A base price on a VGo is around $6,000, and then you have an annual subscription that runs around $1,100 that covers your warranty, your software, your new battery, any help that you might need, any maintenance that you might need. And whenever you look at the fact that you're not paying a homebound teacher to go out and you get your ADA funding for that student, the investment really is pretty small. It's whenever you hit 5, you have a price break, and then again, whenever you hit 15, you have another price break.
And what other type of wireless equipment is required to operate VGo?
We can run off of Wi-Fi, or we also have a Verizon 4G version. The device is about 3.5 feet tall. There is a 1-foot extender, so if you have it in a high school or at a science lab where you have a taller desk, it can roll up to the desk. Weighs about 30 pounds. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down, so it's very sturdy. Battery life is 6 hours on the standard battery, and then we have an extended battery that's 12 hours. For schools, I recommend having the 12-hour battery because there's always after-school functions that the kids want to attend.
How could United ISD utilize VGo?
The district is just exploring new ideas, new opportunities to be able to provide that real-life experience for some of our students who are homebound and terminally homebound that have never had an opportunity to experience what it's like to walk down the hallway, to go to the library, to go to a student council meeting, to go to a football game, to go to a prom. So I think this type of technology is what is going to be able to make some of those things possible for our students who otherwise wouldn't have that chance.
How many students in UISD could potentially use VGo?
You're looking at about 7 on the special ed side and about 4 on the gen ed side, which would be our 504 students.
Many school districts in Texas have reported being pleased with their purchase of VGos.
And I understand many school districts in Texas are going this route. The presenter mentioned today that Northside just purchased 3 and they're in the process of purchasing more. Klein ISD in Houston was one of the districts that we contacted prior to all of this, and they have Klein High School actually has 2 roaming in the hallways over there attending class. And the way they do it is they split the day. 1 student in the morning, another student in the afternoon, so they have up to 4 students attending class at the same time.
This little robot could be the answer to helping sick and disabled students continue to go to school while staying connected to their teachers and classmates.